Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, this is the second podcast interview that we have today. I don't know what else to call it. So, today our special guest is a rapper, really talented artist, I might say manager because he's really managing a lot of stuff. He goes by Avoid, and then, I don't know. Do you want to tell? I don't know if you want to tell me your real name. So, yeah.
What's good, y'all? I'm Avoid, as the guy said. I'm a rapper from St. Louis originally. Now I'm now posted in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We cooking up music. I run the Agora. I'm the CEO of the ABQ Vintage Night Fest, which is a franchise of the Vintage Night Fest event series. So just out here cooking, building every day. Like God said, I'm responsible for a lot. And I just came from work, so you already know the type of time we on getting this done. But that's how it goes, and I'm excited for episode 100.
All right, thanks for sharing that. So what I want to bring up is like just some backstories about past, like that you like to share with. Is there any stories that you like to share with? Going on with like just managing shows or just putting up shows or anything that you think is interesting or that people should know?
Damn, yeah, I feel like the story that it's crazy because at some point your life becomes so full of stories that like every day starts to feel like part of the story, like the chapters, you know what I mean? But I feel like some really distinctive moments where like I remember throwing an album release show for myself in 2023 for Tales of Sisyphus, and I planned the shit out of that show. I put so much time and energy into it. I flyered, I did everything I could think of, and probably was like $1,600 into the show and made $800 at the door, which is good. That's 80 people at motherfucking, $10 a head or whatever. That's cool, that's decent. And but because I had invested so much in it and my expectations were so high, I wasn't able to enjoy the success that 80 people came out to celebrate my album being released, you know what I mean? And I think the lesson from that and what I've carried with me from that is that like, if your expectations are unrealistic, you're not gonna enjoy the fucking thing that you came to do, you know what I mean? And so nowadays my expectations are a lot more grounded. Like I wanna make music, I wanna chill with my homies, I wanna do dope shit, you know what I mean? Like a motherfucking 80-person show would be great. I'm not out here tripping off if I'm gonna get to be motherfucking performing at Isleta Amphitheater anytime. You know, like not everyone gets to do that. It's a really small percentage of the world that actually gets to have that experience, and I'm not gonna not be happy because I didn't achieve that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be happy with the achievements that I've had because my life's already been way more interesting than 90% of motherfuckers out here.
All right. No, that's actually that's interesting what you said about saying you don't want to perform at like bigger venues. I just saw like a video recently where it talked about like managing about something like that. Like it's not just about booking the biggest venues and that stuff. It's also about like knowing your crowd, and then also making it like it can be a smaller venue. People like what the person said in the crowd, and I agree with them, is that crowds are better when it's smaller packed venues. It feels just more special in a way, and then like I guess they say that the music's better. So do you find that the music's better in that way?
Man, I will say like it is interesting because there's different gradients of better. Like I do think the performance is more raw that way, and you feel more connected with the artist that way. Whereas like a show at Isleta where I was just setting up today, like they have pyrotechnics, they have lights, they have all these things, they have a crazy sound system. But one thing I've noticed is that when artists are on tour and they're performing to faceless crowds night after night after night, they don't really give their all to it. It's almost like they have training wheels or a fucking mech suit that makes the shit easy, so they don't even give the full of themselves. Whereas that dude at the motherfucking bar with like 30 people, but it feels packed, like that motherfucker's giving they all right then because they want everybody to have a phenomenal time. People are gonna leave tonight and be like, I seen Kali Uchis, regardless of how well she does. Although I think she probably will do better than some artists, you know what I mean? I do think just at that level though, bro, like that you're not connecting. It's hard to connect with 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 people at one time. At some point it's just a crowd. So I think, in my opinion of what's better, the intimate shows, the smaller shows are definitely better, bro. I'd rather be able to meet my fans after and shit.
That's dope. That's cool, man. Actually, I'll just bring this up because I want to say, how do you feel about meet and greets? Like, do you think like like the money wise investments? Do you think that is that particular, or do you think that it's a scam, or like what do you think?
What's funny is I had never even like facilitated one until we had Dizzy Wright come to town.
Yeah.
And then we set up a meet and greet. And I feel like that made sense because, I don't know, like, when you have an artist of that scale, you have to have something to facilitate them getting to meet the audience and shit. But is that the way that I want to meet a motherfucker? Is just be like, hey, what's up, bro? It's so cool. You're a motherfucking celebrity, blah, blah. Nah, like, that's not how I'm trying to meet somebody. I'm trying to meet somebody, like, smoking a blunt outside
Personal
after, you know what I mean? Personal in general. Or, like, I'll buy him a drink and dip, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not... I feel like fan energy... I don't like what it brings out in me, and I don't like what it brings out in other people, right? I think both the energy of being someone's fan and outsourcing your own value and thinking that they're better than you, and then them thinking that they are better than other people because they have fans, I think both sides of that are dangerous. So, that being said, if you're at a certain level, get the fucking bag. If you have fans, you gotta do the thing, but it might be a motherfucking curse. So I don't know if it's worth it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want to ever do a meet and greet. That's all I'm saying. I might do a walkthrough though. Have you heard about those?
Walkthroughs? No, what's a walkthrough?
Bro, they just pay you to come to some shit. They're like, hey, we'll pay you $10,000 to come through our casino or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, bro, your name gotta be super up to do that, like Gucci Mane level and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be Gucci or something. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're probably not gonna be Gucci gang. You make very different music.
Yeah. Alright, speaking of some funny shit, I want to bring back, apparently, so you got really good security, man, especially at your place, man. The reason why I bring this up is because I got attacked by his cactus for just trying to look out of a window at his crib. And I was like trying to peek through the window, and this cactus attacked me. And I just wanted to bring that up because it's bull crap. At least you got good security, man.
Look, bro, you have to leave Epsilon the attack cactus alone. It was just doing its job. It only has cactus senses, so it doesn't have eyes or nothing. But what's funny is what caused the panic of that situation that Asagai's talking about was someone's car alarm was going off in the parking lot, and then we went to take my door we went to open the door, and the door handle came off, and so then we panicked. We were like, fuck, we gotta figure out what's going on. The car alarm's going off, so we're all stressed out or whatever. We're chilling with two of the other homies and shit. So I bust out a crowbar, and I'm trying to get under the motherfucking door, and then Asagai's like, well, I could just peek out the window, but then Epsilon attacked him, and that's why I didn't peek out the window, because I knew my attack cactus would get his ass, but I think it's a good system.
That motherfucker is tall and skinny, bro. I don't know how he hurt me. That's bullshit, dude.
My shit is yet to have been stolen. So
he's lucky I didn't hit back. I know it would have hurt, but
no, I actually, I admire your restraint. I'm glad you didn't kill my cactus, bro.
No, it's okay. I get it. It's just a cactus.
I like all my plants. My plants are like my babies, bro.
All right. Okay. So besides the cactus and besides your love with cactuses,
paternal love, not romantic love. I would never fuck a cactus.
Cactus lover. I'm just joking. But anyways, so where do you come from?
I come from South City, St. Louis, man. Motherfucking, that's St. Louis, Missouri, so right in the middle of the country. We are right next to the Mississippi River. We're in the very traditionally French part of town. We also have like Soulard, which is the Irish neighborhood. It had kind of been run down when I was coming up back there. South City, the state streets used to be known some type of way. I had homies that wouldn't even fucking pull up. Their parents would be like, oh, you stay over there, blah, blah, can't hang out with that kid. But like when you come up somewhere, you know, it's just what you know, so don't even feel bad. Like I saw so much beauty in my neighborhood growing up, whether that was community or nice parks or nice houses that just needed some love and shit like that. So like I really love my home, and I rep my home heavily. And then, yeah, I grew up in 1 square mile for most of my life, traveled around a bunch because the world is a big place, you know what I mean? It's worth going to see, but yeah, I'm deeply rooted in fucking South St. Louis, and I miss that shit sometimes, bro. I miss the homies. I miss motherfucking barbecuing, sitting on porches with motherfucking blunts and 40s and just like feeling like the afternoon's never gonna end. The motherfucking cicadas, bro. You know, like something about. And then the east side. Don't even get me started on the east side. Shout out if you from St. Louis or have ever been there and you know what the east side is and you know what I'm talking about right now. I don't know if I should say congratulations actually, but just I'll leave that there.
Is there some rivalry?
Oh man, in Illinois, clubs and bars can stay open 24 hours, and we're right across the river from Illinois.
Oh shit!
So when the party ends in St. Louis, you go across the river.
Oh shit!
Crazy.
That's dope.
And that's part of why I had to leave, bro. Is like sometimes it's not an intrinsic judgment of the place where you're at, but your relationship with the thing is really strong. So if your relationship with this space has gotten you primed for partying and being ratchet and all stupid shit, it's hard to break out of that pattern in that same space. So
I don't think there's nothing partying with once in a while, but like, and then like definitely no drinking and driving, and like no drugs in general while driving, but yeah, like it's crazy how like I don't know, just take an Uber.
Nah, I'm saying, man, it's just like when you're seeing the sunrise on Wednesdays, bro, or I guess Thursdays, like, and what's crazy is like, it wasn't even about the drugs for me. Like, I did a lot of drugs when I was young, but then I stopped for real. Like, every once in a while I'll dabble, but it's just the excitement in the lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's really easy when you're passionate and you're inspired and you want to be around cool and interesting things and you're always chasing that energy to not get caught up. You know what I mean? Because life can be really exciting and really fun, but you got to remember to be motherfucking stable.
Well, yeah, it does catch up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, sure it do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, and motherfucking Missouri, we have the most rivers in the country, and we have really good barbecue and fried chicken, and we have the best Chinese food in the world.
Ooh.
On God.
I know you have that really cool maze place. Like I do want to go there sometime, cause I heard like tunnels get smaller like that, and it's like a maze you gotta go through.
Yeah, the City Museum.
Yeah.
Shouts out to City Museum, bro. My mom used to work there, like at the very origins of it when I was a baby, bro.
Oh really?
Well, not like a baby. I was probably like 5 or 6. But yeah, my mom's used to work there, and so I used to run that shit like a feral child, bro. I used to just run around, fuck kindergarten, bro, fuck preschool. Like, I got to grow up in the city museum, making friends and shit. All the counselors in there, like all the adult employees looking after me and shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was cool. Shouts out my mom's, bro. She fucking held it down for me, like I said, back in St. Louis. But like, I had a really great and fun and community-oriented life despite being poor as fuck. And that's saying a lot, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people that grow up with single parents, bro, that shit sucks. I mean, it always is a struggle. It doesn't motherfucking not be a struggle, you know? But some people, like, they don't even have relationships with their parents.
Yeah, I can't say anything because my dad was a single parent, so he basically raised me, and I've been raised by some of my family who also helped, so I know, like, some people don't really have that much, and I know it was really hard for my dad, like, just working jobs, like, 24/7 trying to go to school. I respect him for that, but I don't know, I just hope I never get into that, because, like, I don't know, it's even harder with this economy, man. It's like, yeah, I don't know how raising, that's crazy.
Yeah, you need 3 parents nowadays. Fuck the 2-parent structure, and single parents not surviving, especially because our government is going back on promises like free kindergarten, because apparently it's more important to bomb Iran than give us free kindergarten, and I know that'll be dated at some point, because hopefully we'll just have free kindergarten. You know, I'll be like, that's crazy.
It's bad.
Yeah, bro, like when you have to choose between like going to work, but also who the fuck's gonna watch your kid, and you just leave your kid alone with a motherfucking iPad, like... Yes. Dude, I was a nanny one time during COVID, bro. I was a nanny because this lady that I knew, her 11-year-old was in like homeschool or whatever, but she had to work, so she needed someone there to keep an eye on him and shit. You know what I mean? So I would be there during the school week or whatever, and just like when he wasn't in class and shit, I would like take him outside and we would just, I don't know, motherfucking Big Brother shit. It was just like cool. Being a paid Big Brother. It was pretty fun actually, but it was not practical. Like, I felt so bad for this. Like, getting an insight into this woman's life and then having her pay me was rough, because I was like, damn, bro, I don't even want to take money from you. Like, I wish I could just do this for free, but like I can't, because I also need money.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't raise kids. Like, I don't know. I hate kids.
Oh, it will press every button
my
you
gosh.
have, bro. I made that kid cry probably way more than is an acceptable level as a nanny, bro. I feel like most nannies are like, I'm never gonna make the kid cry. And I was like, bro, we don't cheat at card games, motherfucker. This is Magic the Gathering, not Cheaters the Gathering. And then he would cry. And then I would sit there and wait until he stopped crying, bro. Because I noticed that everybody else would be like, oh no, like he's gonna be okay. And I'd be like, alright, are we gonna play this game now? And he'd be like, yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I was a good influence or a bad influence. He actually turned out dope, bro. That kid has a hearse. Like his first car was a motherfucking hearse. Like an old school looking hearse, bro. He started getting girls. He started having homies. Like when I had seen him, bro, his mom was like convinced that he was gonna be like antisocial forever. She was like, my kid's never gonna have real social skills. And he turned out pretty dope.
That's cool. Yeah, good for him.
No, for real, bro. Anything can happen to a motherfucker, you know what I mean? 2 Chainz can get in the game at motherfucking 30.
Yeah, late 30s. Mid-30s, actually. Yeah, it's crazy.
No, I felt.
Alright. So next question I have is, do you have any new projects that you're working on in the meantime?
Yeah, bro. So, Rhythmatics. That is me, Dillahan, and we get features from Jihad, Pessimistic Fuckface. We actually working on getting an Acid Guy feature. That's in the works. We got Eccentric the Weirdo, but essentially it's me and Dillahan. He's the producer. We both rap, and it's different, bro. Like the beats are all fucking hard hitting. Like he plays the instruments himself. He programs the drums. It's got like a punk style to it, but it's definitely like distinctly rap. It's been really fun to make. It's been really fucking slow going. We've got like 4 gems like done and like certified gems. And this is one of the slowest that I don't know, like Tales of Sisyphus is the only other like full cohesive album that I've done. Right, that's an album for real. Like this is gonna be an EP, probably like 7 songs. But with Tales of Sisyphus, like that was never intended to be an album. I did like a song a week for a whole summer. And then I was like, shit, I got 13 songs. Like, it's basically an album, bro. So I just pieced it together. And, but taking the time to actually craft something and making sure it's really fucking good is what we're doing right now with Los Diablos. And that's the name of the tape. And it's about to be really fucking good. It's just, we gotta like take the time to actually get it done. And some of that's on me, for real, to just like, actually following through on things. Like when you have so many motherfucking irons on the fire, it's so important to have a system of organization and prioritization so you don't ever forget nothing. Like something can get moved to the back burner and be like, okay, like I don't have time to write that song or that verse right now, but you have to remind yourself to get back to it. You have to like if that shit's important to you, you have to make time in your life to do it. You know what I mean? Like the amount of artists I've met, they don't fucking practice. They don't work on their craft, you know what I mean? They're not working on new shit unless it's convenient or it's fun, you know what I mean? Or like we're always doing like new shit, but we never finish shit, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's cool, but I'm trying to make songs that aren't just like for a SoundCloud audience, you know what I mean? I want a song that like motherfucking can be potentially a classic, iconic song. Like This Just In, that song we did the music video for, that's about to be a crazy song. That's one of our other singles off this project. We did a crazy music video for it and all that. Like, we had a director, we had a whole camera crew. This is the most professional music video I've ever done. We had scripts, we had meetings and shit. It was crazy, bro. Extras. Like, I was like, okay, word, this legit. So that's with Jihad, but that's gonna come out and that one's done. But yeah, me and Dillahan just really have to buckle in this summer. So I'm really hoping it'll be done by the end of the summer and I can kind of gauge what the fuck the next thing's gonna be. I'm thinking about making an album, but like I can't even quite wrap my head around that, you know?
To be honest, I kind of wish I brought back the music video with Jihad, but like, yeah, no, how was that? Like, just making that, was that any fun?
Dude, it was super fun. Like, it was motherfucking, and I like being in music videos. It's a fun thing to do when you have the right team and the right crew. And yeah, Jihad, Rhythmatics, Posey, our director, everybody's really on this shit. And it was both smooth, cause like sometimes when you're trying to do something like that, like what's not fun about it is motherfuckers like telling you what to do and they're like, alright, well that was wrong, take it again, you know what I mean? Or other people working on the video just not being invested, right? Like if we pull up and we're gonna shoot a music video, like you gotta at least try. So it's like that hard balance of like you don't want people to be fucking micromanaging, but you also don't want them to not give a fuck.
No, I felt like everybody actually put in some commitment to it. Like everybody had fun doing it. What I saw with the short sneak peek at Dylan's house. And Sreeb definitely put in a lot of commitment with that.
Hey, shouts out Sreeb, bro. Star of the music video for sure, bro. Dude, we had to do so many takes where he had to do that shit. Like, imagine that energy over and over and over again. Shit's crazy, bro.
It was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype.
My part was pretty simple, you know what I mean? I just had to like hold it. I kept holding the microphone. No, I was a great anchorman. I never let that mic down, bro. I was reporting no matter what happened.
Free natives, innocent natives.
Exactly, bro. You know I'm a hero. I'm way better than Will Ferrell as anchorman, and I put that on the record. I put that on the Bible. Come fight me, Will Ferrell.
What did Will Ferrell do?
Oh, I'm just saying I'm a better anchorman than him. It's nothing personal, my brother. If you accept the critique and just let me be better at the thing, but I'm from a place where people aren't prone to accepting critiques, so they try to fight you when you say proud things like that. So I'm just saying, Will Ferrell, if you would like to fight because I'm a better anchorman, we can do that.
Just don't touch the hair.
Mine or his?
Both. both are anchormen. It's rule number 1.
We'll have some rules, my guy. No weapons. We'll have headgear. We'll have little dental things in it. It'll be smooth, bro. And I may record this or have Asagab record this, so we can make some money out of it.
It's gonna be like a Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Wait, which one am I?
You're Jake Paul.
Fuck that, bro. No way.
You're going against an old anchorman.
I mean, 100%. Okay, age-wise, yes, but like I'm definitely blacker than Will Ferrell, bro.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. Okay. All right. So I wanted to bring back one of your favorite artists that I know you liked. And that's Night Lovell, and I wanted to talk about how like the first song I heard by him was Dark Light. This was back in like summer 2016. That's what got me into him when I first heard him. I just want to say I really like that song. But other than that, do you have any like other artists or any songs by Night Lovell that you recommend by people checking out?
Dude, boy, see, the reason this album is slept on low key is because the name, while it's dope, is confusing as fuck, and I can't never remember it. It's the second album, Boy, Red, Teenage Melody, something. It's got like those words in an order, you know what I mean? But that album is fucking goated. I'm Okay, that's fire. Like that's one of the best songs he's ever done. Barbie Doll, like that shit's crazy. And one thing that really like got me, because I got into Night Lovell from Dark Light as well, was dude's production. Like, it was different. Like, Night Lovell is one of the craziest just producers and sonic visionaries that I've ever listened to, bro. Like, he put so much, like, care into his music that I almost forgot he was just a human. You know what I mean? Like, I almost forgot he was just a person. And I really, like, especially with, like, the third album or whatever, with motherfucking the go, like, man, I'm so horrible with names and shit. But, yeah, the third album, that shit, like, following his journey as a creative has been insane too, because like he really has created a larger than life persona for himself, and like the last 2 projects have been fire. Like I know people be feeling some type of way sometimes, but I feel like that's just because motherfuckers don't like to see artists grow. Like they be like, oh man, I only liked this one version of the artist, you know what I mean? Instead of being open to what the fuck the artist wants to do. So if the artist does something different, a lot of people I feel like switch up on him. And I will never switch up. Like Night Lovell, everything he's done has had an artistic value in my mind. Not every song am I gonna listen to every day, but it's all fucking gas, bro. And not every artist can say that.
No, his voice is really raw, man. Like that's raw.
Nah, for real. Mr. Make Her Dance, that's a crazy single, bro. That shit crazy, bro. January cold as fucking shit, bitch. Get up off my phone, you only like me cause I'm 6, bitch. Like, the opening bars on that are just so grimy and so raw, bro. I've gotten hyped to that song so many times cause I felt like Night Lovell speak to like outsider confidence, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm a fucking weirdo and I'm completely cool, and honestly confident in being that weirdo, right? Like being different is a point of pride. It's something that you can be proud of instead of it just being like, I'm a fucking weirdo and people don't like me, you know what I mean? Cause Sherm, Night Lavelle, Sherm, you're a fucking weirdo, my guy. But it's love. You're one of the illest. In terms of other artists, man, right now, Gal the Arsonist out of Britain's really fucking fire. He's kind of in a similar pocket to that. Crazy production, visionary aesthetics, like great vibes, really interesting shit. Acid God put me on the IV Oxygen, whatever. That dude's gas. I've been fucking with his music heavy. Motherfucking Johnny Based out of New York, he's fucking fire. He's doing some different shit. Low key, like I'm really enjoying the like up tempo, almost rock sounding tracks, right? That be happening. Like I like that pocket, and I know it's not traditional hip hop, and that's fine with me, bro. Like you can say I just make music. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So that's whatever. But I really enjoy the up tempo, like almost club beats and shit like that, or like punk tracks that also has rap on it. Like that's been the shit for me lately, more than like I'll always be able to rap to a boom bap beat. I love a boom bap beat, you know what I mean? And some boom bap songs are classic, bro, but like I'm not always in the mood to motherfucking like hip hop makes me think, bro. It really, if I want to listen to that shit right, I want to be present and able to comprehend it in the way that it deserves. Like it's not always background music, you know what I mean? The best background music is lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah, lo-fi is pretty dope.
Period.
I got into them like when I was 17 before I turned 18. Yeah, no, that's some good music. Just good homework music to listen to.
Bro, it just de-stresses you. It's so simple. You know, sleep on God, bro. Motherfucking play some video games or something. Like, it doesn't draw too much of your attention. It's just the right amount of attention. Because, like, that's the thing about listening to music is it is drawing some of your attention, right? And lyrics in particular, the way, like, words capture the human mind. Like, that's why I'm fascinated about words as a linguist is, like, they each catalyze a meaning in someone's head, and it's not the same meaning from person to person, but the word exists independently as a catalyst, and then what it makes Acid God experience, what it makes me experience, what it makes Jihad experience is often be different things, you know what I mean? So even down to the word controller, right? If I had just said that right now, like I'm looking at a controller, so that's gonna be my immediate reaction. If I just texted Jihad the word controller, like the fuck you think he's gonna think about, you know what I mean? He's gonna have a whole thought process that's unique to him. So with art and rap in particular, like you are putting images and thoughts into people's heads, and that's really fucking powerful, you know what I mean? And you don't know what the outcome's gonna be. You could have said totally what you intended and something you stood behind, and then some fool is like, well, I have to go shoot John Lennon now, and you're like, well, I guess you could have got that from my track.
I don't know how you can get that from a book, but okay. Motivation.
It was the subtext, brother. You know what I mean? We didn't see the whole extra line, the words behind the words the dude was seeing. But people do that, right? Like somebody hears your song, bro, and they're like, first off, motherfuckers have to understand, and we're all guilty of this, but like that shit is not for you. They didn't make that shit about you. It's cool you relate to it, right? It doesn't have to be deeper than that. Motherfuckers be like, man, this motherfucker was thinking about me when he made this song. No, the fuck they weren't, bro. In a book, that's even longer. You think I'm gonna sit there and write a whole book about your bitch ass? Fuck you mean, bro? That's crazy work. Like, that's crazy. How much mental real estate do you think you have in my head, bro?
I don't know. What if they knew you from the future? They predicted it.
And they also then were able to go back in time and shoot John Lennon. Because otherwise, like, what are you gonna do? Dig up the fucking body and shoot it again, bro? Like, that can only happen once.
You just gotta make sure. You just
gotta double tap, bro. Honestly, we gotta double tap all the Beatles. All the Beatles double tap.
No, not Ringo. Not Ringo.
Bro.
What?
Ringo's already dead, isn't he?
No, he's not dead. It's just George and John.
Ringo, we will not kill you.
But
when you're dead, we'll dig up your body and shoot it again so you don't come back as a zombie. Is that your favorite Beatle?
He's my favorite Beatle.
Por qué?
Ringo? Yeah.
Why?
Because he's cool. I don't know. He's a drummer. I like his I got blisters on my fingers reference.
I like that. Helter Skelter.
That song's
a fucking banger,
Helter Skelter's so good.
That song's a fucking banger. Yeah, I feel like Ringo was probably the least like problematic of the Beatles. Not that they were problematic, but like artists are just big egos and shit like that. You get a band of them together, you know what I mean? It's a lot of vibes mixing. I really think Ringo was just that guy that was down for it, you know what I mean? He was like, all right, guys, like we're just gonna have a good time and keep it pushing.
Just in it for fun.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro. Like John Lennon out here trying to do like the crazy cutting edge shit, and Paul McCartney's just motherfucking. He's an artist in the oldest tradition.
He's a player, bro. Paul McCartney's the player out of all of them.
For real?
Well, that's what they say.
Oh, I believe it, bro. He was probably, and he's still out here kicking. He was here last year, and he had 22 motherfucking semi trucks full of equipment we had to set up for his motherfucking show.
Are you doing the Bob Dylan one? Or is Bob Dylan somewhere?
Is he coming here?
He's coming somewhere. I don't remember where.
He probably is coming this. I'll see if I can get on that.
Yeah, Bob Dylan would be cool. I want to watch Bob Dylan be cool.
Well, that's the cool thing is, we get to watch some of the show, or at least the closers. Like, even if we don't get to watch it from the front, we get to watch it from the back. But, like, if the show's not sold out, we can go around the front or whatever.
Okay. Real quick question also. I wanted to go back to the lo-fi. Have you ever heard of Joji?
Yeah.
Joji's dope.
My little brother, a huge fan of Joji, and definitely got me onto some of that. Actually, I don't remember if my little brother should put me on the Night Lavelle or not. That might have been the case.
That's dope.
But yeah, my little brother definitely liked kind of like indie, ambient, vibey ass music, and so I got a love for that shit for sure. I always liked more aggressive music, but nowadays I like both. I feel like you got to be able to switch vibes. Sometimes you got to be able to know when to be aggressive, and sometimes not.
It's dope. Let's see. Inspirations. So what are some local art? So do you know what are some local artists, such as out of state artists or any kind of artists you listen to? They're like local wise or from other states or underground, I guess.
Right, like people at our level, you know.
Yeah, our level. You get it.
Shit, my homie The Botanist is really cool. He was just in town. He has a tape called Deep Root that just dropped. That shit was really good, and his project that had dropped right before that is fucking like artistically really cohesive, really inspiring, and like a variety of emotions and vibes and shit, but it was all different, bro. He has like a crazy Deftones sample that he flipped, and he does a lot of his own production. The Deep Root project, he used all Elden Ring samples, which like I don't fucking play Elden Ring because I don't have the patience for that shit. But
how do you spell his name?
Botanist, Botanist. Definitely worth checking out. I'll send you some of his shit.
He's from New Mexico?
Ironically, he's born here, lives in St. Louis right now.
Okay.
But he just came back and visited, and so we got to work on some new music like that. My homie Double O Love from also back in St. Louis. He's the founder of the Vintage Night Fest series, fucking visionary, organizer, hustler, entrepreneur, and still finds time to make music, and the music that he makes is fucking fire. Low-key, like, even if Love didn't do all the business shit, he just did the music shit, I would still fuck with Mains, because his music is gas. It's some of the illest shit that I've ever heard, for sure. On a local level, obviously, you got Acid Guy. We got our tape, Acid Void, that's out. That shit's fucking gas, bro, cover to cover. We're going to remaster some of them joints and get them back out to the people. But yeah, that shit's good. Dr. Petty Biggs, one of the most creative and eccentric people I've ever fucking met anywhere that I've been in my life. That man wears a mask all the time. I know who's beneath the mask, but I choose to honor the fact that he wears the mask all the time. So I just let him be Dr. Petty Biggs. And cool shit is going to come out of whatever he's doing for sure. Cool shit's already coming out of it. So tap in with Dr. Petty Biggs. You got Jihad, you know what I mean? One of the coolest, most conscious, healing, fucking mature rappers that I've ever been around. It's funny that we became such good homies, but we did for sure. His project, The Healing is gas. And then down here, bro, is it Blessed But Broken, or you know the name of them? The ones I had recommended or whatever. They're out of Roswell.
I forgot. I just know Brain Rot's a good song.
I think it's Blessed But Broken, but they're out of Roswell, and their music's really fucking cool, like really innovative. They use like whoever does their production does a great fucking job. The way they pass those verses around is dope. I really like the group shit is coming back in the vogue, because personally I feel like short verses are kind of the way. You know what I mean? It's less likely to get boring that way. So like short verses, and you don't even have to rely on hooks if you're just passing the verse around more often. And the production's really good. So Blessed But Broken is doing some fire shit. That's St. Louis and Albuquerque for sure. There's a lot of motherfuckers doing cool shit down here. Like, I would shout out Kusha K and Dejection too, for real. Like, both those kids are really talented. Motherfucking Ned Bundy and Black Wolf in terms of like OGs. Like, people that have been doing it for a minute, but they inspired me. Funny story about Ned Bundy, bro. Motherfucking one of my producers from back in St. Louis, Superman Dan Fuller, whatever. I was like showing my other homie 18 Accounting, and I was talking about how I was gonna go to Albuquerque, and he was like, "Wait a second, like motherfucking Albuquerque? I know somebody from Albuquerque." And I was like, "Oh yeah?" He's like, "Yeah, dude. His name is Ned Bundy, and he does like Memphis style beats or whatever." And I was like, "That sounds right up my alley, bro." I was like, "I'm gonna have to search dude out." So I looked him up, bro, and Ned Bundy, like, I've listened to all his shit on Spotify, all this shit on all plus. I need to get deeper into his like YouTube and whatever, but yeah, gas.
No, his music.
One of my favorite artists in New Mexico. Probably my personal favorite out of New Mexico. Although Casper the Hoax also up there.
Casper the Hoax is pretty good.
Casper the Hoax is fire. We have a lot of cool shit happening in New Mexico. Like, I'm glad to be here. The style that people are working on and the openness of it is like really interesting and cool. And I think we're gonna do some dope shit.
All right. So. What about any foreign music? Do you have any foreign music that you listen to? Any Spanish?
Dude, that's a good question. Yeah, most definitely. There's this Turkish psych rock group, La 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 La. I don't know how many laws it is, but they do like crazy. It's like you feel like you're in like a Turkish rave, bro. That shit's super fun. And then there's this Mexican rock group. I don't even know if they're still a thing, but I have found them because my original rap name was gonna be Molotov, and then I was like, I gotta see if somebody used Molotov already, because that's a good idea. And somebody had used Molotov already. It was a Mexican rap rock group from I don't know where in Mexico. It sounded like maybe Mexico City, but like it was from the late '90s, early 2000s. So like when I was born, bro, and that shit was gas.
That's cool.
So I started listening to it, and I fell in love with their music, bro. Nice. And it was cool because it's some shit I never would have found just in my day-to-day. Like, there's no way I would have stumbled on them. So I just got really lucky in looking that shit up and started listening to it. But that is one thing I would say is, like, in order to expand your taste as a person, take recommendations from people. Listen to some random shit that you've never listened to before. If you like a song in a motherfucking movie or whatever, like, give that artist a chance, because that might be how you find the next cool thing, bro. Like, if your tastes aren't growing, they're just kind of like stagnating, you know what I mean? Like, at some point you got to integrate new sounds and new styles and shit into that.
That's crazy that you say that's how you found an artist, Mexican artist, Spanish artist, because that's kind of how I found this Spanish artist called Asiedes. They make pretty cool Spanish rock.
So you were just typing in Asiedes?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Asiedes, I think it's just acid or something, if I'm correct.
And you were almost going to be acid in Spanish?
Yeah. See, this is the band.
Fire.
Punk rock. Yeah, really cool.
Damn, Mexican fucking punks, stop stealing all the great ideas. You guys are too cool.
They're super cool, man. They're Mohawks right now. But yeah, I guess that's crazy. That's pretty ironic how you found Molotov. Is that how you say it? Molotov?
Molotov, yeah.
Molotov, that's crazy.
That shit gas. I definitely would recommend their music. And La 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 La.
Okay, all right. Now here's a movie question. What is your favorite movie or a movie that you definitely recommend to somebody?
Damn, Aki. My favorite movie is probably Naked Lunch by David Cronenberg. It's based on a book that is completely nonsensical, written by George Burroughs, who's from St. Louis, was a big originator of the Beats movement, and wrote a book which was just like stream of consciousness, so just like whatever crossed his mind, which is basically freestyle. Like, he was just writing freestyle without very much rhyme, and it was fucking madness. It was a horrific book in a way. If you read the whole thing, you probably will be a little less sane afterwards, but I would recommend it. The movie obviously encounters a struggle of there's no fucking narrative in the book. So I really like how David Cronenberg adapted to that constraint and made a really cool movie out of it. It also has really cool practical effects. The acting, I feel like it, not to call modern acting lazy, but sometimes modern actors just don't feel human to me. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like I like watching people that really can play a role with like depth and recognize that like the goal of an actor is not to also feel like your motherfucking coworker. The role of an actor is to embody an archetype, right? And so I always say Naked Lunch does a good job of creating a world that is nothing like the world that you know, right? And to me, that is the goal of cinema. Like, I'm not trying to go watch a motherfucking movie about some boring shit that could happen in my day-to-day life. That's fucking whack, bro. Like, rom-coms, no lead, bro. Cooling on that. Action movies, not super interesting to me, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, it's cool, whatever. They fought somebody stronger, but, like, I like things that are artistically compelling. Another movie in that lane is Enter the Void, which I watched recently to honor my name. That's one of the craziest movies I've ever seen. I still haven't fully processed it, but it's like a first-person POV movie about a drug dealer in Japan, and the protagonist dies in the first 15 minutes.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That shit,
Right.
that shit crazy. If you watch it, as a guy, you'll be the only other person I know that's watched it, and then you can talk to me about it.
Okay, I'll have to rewind and definitely check that movie out. Naked Lunch.
Yes, I only recommend those movies though if you are down for creativity. Like if you're the type of person that's gonna be like, "Damn, Void, I watched this weird ass movie and it made me uncomfortable," then like you shouldn't have watched the movie, bro.
I've seen worse movies. Trust me.
Okay, I figured you had, bro.
Don't watch another gay movie. That's like I think that one's way out of out of sync. There's nothing wrong with it, or like, but that's overboard. It's like whoa.
You just have to be prepared. That's the thing.
It's whoa. Yeah, I was like, this is too much for me.
Yeah, so wait, are there movies you've turned off before?
that I thought were like crazy.
That you couldn't finish?
That I couldn't finish. That was definitely one. I walked out of movie theaters because movies I thought sucked, like Jurassic Dominion. That movie sucked.
Jurassic Dominion is ass.
It really sucks.
Talking about, I feel like, no, I've never not, I don't know, I avoid starting movies I don't think I'm going to finish. But I have watched both the Human Centipedes.
Really?
Because, yep, I probably should have just turned those ones off, but I didn't.
Okay, well at least you didn't see the Siberian Film. I heard that one's crazy dark.
The what?
Siberian Film.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's a dark one.
If it's darker than Human Centipede, I'm good.
It's
bro.
dark,
I don't
dude.
even ever experience that again.
I just watched the movie review and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. This is like wow. But yeah, that's a crazy one. I haven't watched it, so yeah. But what other movies did I walk out? I walked out on what was it? Not Soul Eater. Was it Soul Eater? Soul Demon Slayer.
Oh, the anime one?
Yeah, the movie. I actually fell asleep on it. It just wasn't my kind of movie. I don't know.
Have you seen the show?
I haven't watched the show.
Oh, okay, that's probably, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like that was it was all fan service. They were just trying to make something that the fans would fuck with.
Yeah, so that was another one I walked out on, and then what else? And then I walked out on Hail Caesar. That came out like 2016. But those are movies that I walked out on because they're boring.
Yeah, fuck boring movies, bro. Make your shit more interesting or we're gonna walk out or fall asleep.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Alright. So what is your favorite video game? Like,
Man, my favorite video game, it's gotta be Skyrim, bro.
Skyrim?
Skyrim's that shit.
Why Skyrim?
I like the open world aspect. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can be a motherfucking murderer. You can be a good guy. You can be a motherfucking necromancer, motherfucking ranger. I like the fantasy setting because it's just like, it feels like it's using your imagination to take you elsewhere, you know, and it's immersive. I feel like it happened before games got that really heavy recursive effect. Like in Fallout 4, they kind of had been changing the model of how they did open world games, and there's a lot more redundant ass quests, right? And I feel like Skyrim walks that line of still feeling lore rich and interesting as a world, not just trying to keep you sucked in for as many hours as possible. And I still have spent too many hours of my life playing that game.
That's dope.
Nah, for real, bro. My little brother even deeper into it than I am. Like, he uses mods and shit like that, and like that's a whole nother level of resuscitating the game. Cause I don't really have time to play video games like that anymore. So every once in a while, I'll bust out my Xbox 360 and I'll play like Fallout or Skyrim or something for a night and just motherfucking chill. Cause it gives me nostalgia vibes. Like, I get so fucking chilled out when I'm playing some video games where I don't give a fuck about nothing. Feel like I'm like 14 again when nothing was important.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then the real world calls me back to it the next day, and I'm like, fuck, bro.
Gotta work.
I want to go back to being a motherfucking orc mercenary. Fuck this shit.
Oh, dude, I hate work. Work takes too much time and energy. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it, but you need it.
Yeah, we just need better jobs. No more flexibility.
I think if we have more productive jobs, I think that would help us. But I don't know. I don't know how to make the world better, honestly, because I don't know. It's definitely not a question I can answer.
We don't have the answers, but we can be part of the prognosis and be like, shit's fucked up. We need to have a round table where smarter motherfuckers than Donald Trump have a say in what's going on, because that motherfucker's dumb. I'm not that smart, and he's dumber than me, so that should be a sign.
I just feel like the war and the gas prices says it all, and it's just bull crap. But that's just my opinion. Other than that, this is, I think, my favorite one to do. All right, so debate battles.
Okay.
All right, Suicide Boys or Flatbush Zombies?
Damn. Okay. Suicide Boys more prolific, created more music overall. I feel like I probably have more Suicide Boys songs that I like just because there is so many of them. Flatbush Zombies, better artists, much better rappers, much better energetic imprint on the world. I'm gonna have to go with Flatbush Zombies for sure. Also, like, while I like more Suicide Boys songs, like, I was bumping Beethoven on the way to work, like walking down the motherfucking hill with my phone next to my ear like a crackhead because I needed to listen to that shit this morning. Like, it's like that sometimes. But Suicide Boys song, or like Flatbush Zombie songs, like, they've made classics that I think will hold up better over time too.
Oh, they got some good stuff. I like 222. It's probably my favorite one by them.
Yeah, dude, motherfucking Aries or Babel, probably my favorite Flatbush Zombies song. Aries is fucking gas, bro. And if you haven't heard those Flatbush Zombie songs and you fuck with them, look them up for sure.
All right. Okay, next one. All right. Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter?
I don't know who either of those people are.
You don't know any of those are?
Nah.
Okay.
Off name alone,
All right.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
100% off name. I'm not fucking with no gringa ass girl, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. Sabrina Carpenter, I don't care how bad you are. You sound like you ain't got no flavor.
Okay. How about this one? Sexy Red or Caleb B?
Sexy Red, bro. Just for the sake of St. Louis. Also, like, unpopular opinion. Sexy Red probably one of the coolest, most fun people to hang out with ever, bro. She's just a real ass motherfucker, and y'all get offended that she's just more real than most people ever are. Most people won't talk about their buttholes. Sexy Red will. All I'm saying is Sexy Red is probably more real than most bitches. Would we have sex? I don't know. I don't know if it's a lot. I don't know if we're compatible in that way, Sexy Red. But I appreciate that you'd probably be really good company, and we could have a lot of ratchet fun together.
This is Avoid hitting the shot. Sexy Red, follow us, please.
Yeah, bro, and I'm a little whole mess coming from work.
Follow Avoid. All right, okay. All right, next one. All right, Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Cat Williams, he's raw. He's realer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Kevin Hart funny, but like kind of irrelevant culturally.
I think Kevin Hart's too much of a hype person. Like, he's too hype. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I prefer Cat Williams too, honestly.
Honey.
All right. Okay. Cool. Taylor Swift or Katy Perry?
If I end up with either of these people, it will put me in jail because it will annoy me so much that I will get a murder charge. So neither.
Dang. Okay.
Period, bro. I don't think I want to be in a room with either of them for more than an hour. God.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. King Von or Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Pop Smoke just he did it better in a more innovative way. King Von felt a little more imitative.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Pop had a better movement, and then like his voice was just raw. Oh well, I don't know. I feel like King Von. I still like Took Her to the O. That's a dope song, but I don't know. I'd still go with Pop.
I mean, they was both decent. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
King Von's crazy though.
Yeah, and it was still both antic shit. Like they was both just like motherfucking. I'm gonna talk shit and see what happens, and that's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Here's a 3-1. Oh shit. Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, or XXX Tentacion.
Damn. Well, Lil Peep made great emotionally charged music for sure. Fuck with that kid. Got a lot of space in my heart for that kid. The little sad white boy in me can resonate with that. Can't really rap though. Juice WRLD, one of the best freestylers ever. Fucking brilliant. He had a great creative spark. Again, very troubled, and I think did not ever actualize his potential. Unfortunately, I feel like we never got the best of Juice WRLD. XXX Tentacion, also ironically, emotionally very troubled, but I feel like he had the biggest range, was a really good rapper, could do acoustic music. Like he could do the music that Juice WRLD and Lil Peep could do, and do other shit. So XXX, low key, like I would put X against most people. I really wish we had gotten the chance to see him mature more fully, and I feel like if he had gotten to run his forgiveness route that he deserved, we could have used him culturally as an example of what like forgiveness and reintegrating people back into society that have done fucked up shit could look like. Because I'm not gonna say he didn't do fucked up shit, and I don't think he would say he didn't do fucked up shit. Obviously, it was troubling him, but figuring out what the fuck we're gonna do about that is kind of a thing that's gonna face us as a society. Because like you can't just make somebody a motherfucking monster because they did one thing, because then if they still out here, they just live as a motherfucking monster, bro, and then fuck that, you know what I mean? So I wish we had gotten more time to see what all of them could do, actually. I think all of those artists could have done more cool shit. Lil Peep might have peaked already, actually. I think we got the best of Lil Peep.
I would have chose Peep. I don't know. You said, so you choose Peep?
X.
All right.
For sure.
Okay.
You would have chose Peep?
I would have chose Peep. I'm a huge Peep fan, dude.
What's your argument?
What are my 3 favorite songs by him?
Or just like why you feel like he better than Juice WRLD and X, or it's just you connect with him?
I just connect with them most. Yeah, pretty much. I just thought the tats were just dope. Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, I wish I had those. I wish I could look cool with tats. But all right, that's
can't all be as cool as Lil Peep, bro. We ain't all got that much swag, unfortunately.
I wish I had that swag, dude. It's bullshit.
Yeah, but that swag makes you die young. Honestly, having too much skill and too much talent is kind of a liability at that age because you don't know how to use it. You're not emotionally mature yet, and the music industry preys on people that are not emotionally mature because they're way easier to take advantage of. You know what I mean? Like it's way easier to convince an 18-year-old to do some really stupid shit than it is to convince me now currently.
All right. Next one. Deftones or Death Grips?
Damn. I like them both a lot. I feel like Deftones, though, is like, I can listen to Deftones almost every day. And probably do listen to it a lot. They have a really great range. I feel like Death Grips is kind of novelty music. Like it's cool, it's fun every once in a while. It's strange, they do different shit. But like Deftones, they do different shit, but they do so in a way that just it's able to be melodic. It's able to be engaging. I feel like, and yeah, they have a whole range, bro. Like I think they're really fucking talented. Deftones is one of my favorite artists ever. Like listen to their whole catalog, all of it. Aspire to make music like that one day in some capacity. Obviously not all of it. I'm not gonna go full fucking metal screaming shit. You can do that. But yeah, nah, like the quasi experimental shit and the motherfucking beats that they have. But Death Grips fire though too. But Deftones period at the end, they win.
Yeah, I go with Deftones too. I honestly only know Guillotine by Death Grips.
Psycho, guilty! No, that shit's a fucking bop, bro. They have a lot of a lot of songs with cool moments like that. But yeah, like if you listen to a full Death Grips, like talk about like things taking attention. Like if you listen to a full Death Grips project, you'd be like, damn, my brain just went through a blender.
Oh shoot. I think I heard one album. I don't remember any of the songs, but it was one where it came out like 2020. And it had like a bunch of mouths. It was like, yeah. When I remember listening to that whole thing. I was like, that's trippy music.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I'd put him in like the JPEG Mafia category. Like they kind of like coexist in that same, like they doing real different experimental shit, which is cool. But yeah, Blender vibes.
Okay, here's another one. Beyonce or J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Yeah.
Badder, and I think she's probably more low-key.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't need the Bay Hive harassing my motherfucking DMs all the time because of my Bay. That's bullshit, bro. It's my Bay. Fuck out of here. So I'm gonna go with J-Lo for sure. Also, flavor. J-Lo probably got a little more flavor. Beyonce did a country album recently. I don't know what the fuck going on there.
I think Post Malone should have won best country album in my opinion, not Beyonce. I like Beyonce.
Neither of them are country artists. Imagine being a real country artist. I'd be so pissed, bro. I'd be like, hudda, why are these two crossover transplant ass motherfuckers competing with me in my genre? I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed if I lost to them, but at the same time, it's something new and it's trending, so it's like you can't really expect it. But the Grammys is always rigged, so I can't say anything. But I still feel like Post Malone should have won because he had a lot of good songs on that album, like the "I Need a Drink," I Need Help, or like that. Those are pretty good songs. Let's see.
Damn, I haven't even listened to the album, and I already know a portion of what it's about. I need a drink. I need help. Post Malone going through it, bro.
Yeah, pretty
much. That's the vibes.
It's crazy. He's lost a lot of weight and that stuff because of He said he quit soda, mostly like caffeine, just eating healthy. But that's what I heard.
Nice. Just drinking liquor all the time.
Probably. Okay. Here's a good one. I think Motley Crue or Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Damn right.
Guns N' Roses, definitely. I mean, they both made cool music. They both embodied the rock star ethos, but I feel like Guns N' Roses was just a little more passionate about the art than the partying, and Motley Crue, I feel like it kind of went the other way. And I'm all down for partying and living a cool life as an artist. Like the inspiration will fuel your art, great. Like do interesting things, go travel, motherfucking take people up on opportunities and shit like that. But like, if your life is too chaotic and too destructive, it's not actually gonna help your art, So I really respect artists that are able to find that balance and do this shit for a long time, not just motherfucking burn out.
Okay. So here's another pretty tragedy one. Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, or Pearl Jam?
Man, it's gotta be Nirvana. As much as I have a hard time with the current iteration of Nirvana, how everybody fuck with them and fucking their ads get used for motherfucking weird commercials and shit like that. I feel like I really resonate with what Kurt Cobain was trying to do or what he was feeling, like that grunginess, that angst. And I think what happened to him is directly why he was feeling so angsty. He could predict how the music industry was going to go and he didn't fuck with any of that. And it sucks because I think he really contributed to making that depression cool. And I don't think depression should be made cool. I don't think we should idolize depression. It's just a thing that happens sometimes. The world be depressing, the world be motherfucking hard enough, bro. You don't have to idolize that shit. So I feel conflicted about his cultural impact, but I really appreciate him as a person. I feel like on an emotional level, I don't know, sometimes you listen to somebody's music and you're like, oh, that person felt like me. Obviously they didn't make this music for me, but they felt similarly to the way that I feel sometimes. So yeah, Nirvana definitely up there. My producer Dillahan been getting me onto the deep cuts that I didn't even know about Nirvana. You know what I mean? So that's been fucking tight. Special shout out though to Soundgarden and Black Hole Sun. That's one of my favorite songs ever. That's that might be one of my suicide songs. I plan when I die, if I have control over how I die, I'm gonna rent a really nice motherfucking car and drive it off the Grand Canyon while smoking a cigar and shooting guns in the air.
What the fuck?
It's gonna be the most American shit. I'm gonna be an American hero. Like, if I never succeeded in my life at anything to the level that I would like to have succeeded, then I'm gonna just go out as an American hero. And yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Also, the funniest shit will be that I will have not had the money to pay back that car in any way, and they won't be able to get any money back for the car that I exploded in the Grand Canyon.
You better shoot off some fireworks while you're at it, bro.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, that's really good. I'll make sure there are fireworks. That would be, it'd be iconic, bro. You can imagine, you can visualize it, right? It would be really fucking iconic to do that. So
I'm not riding shotgun with you.
oh,
For sure.
I would not. That
I'll have a walkie-talkie. I'll tell you what to do.
black hole sun.
Won't you come?
I will also, and I never drink and drive, but in that moment, I will be drinking and driving as I drive off the thing. Because you don't really need directions or steering ability when you're falling, bro. Like, I won't even have to touch the steering wheel anymore, bro. I don't know how long the fall will take. Actually, I should do the math on that and find
Here's the question everybody wants to know: will you have your hands up?
Well, one will have a cigar or a blunt that I'm hitting. One will have a gun in the air. So yes, one hand will be up. This is the things that I put my thought into, bro. When I'm not creating, I'm like, how do you want to die?
All right, that answers that question. Okay, all right. Here's another one: the Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Beatles. The Rolling Stones were really good at what they were, and like their music is fucking dope. But I feel like the Beatles had more versatility. I feel like the Beatles played around with like quasi heavy metal, like Helter Skelter. Like that was a fucking banger of a track. Come Together, one of my favorite songs. You know what I mean?
That's good.
The song about the walrus or whatever. I am
the
walrus.
walrus.
Bro, that shit. Like they did shit that I don't know who the fuck came up with that, and they did it well. Like, they were the Death Grips of their motherfucking time, but then they could also do normal ass, like, whack ass songs, like motherfucking, I don't know the whack Beatles songs, so I don't listen to them. Oh, like Eleanor Rigby. That song's fucking whack. No shade. And I get it. Some people probably really fuck with that song, right? And those same people are probably the same people that fuck with like Jack Johnson and shit. But like, you ain't never finna catch me listening to motherfucking Banana Pancakes, bro. I'm not a happy person like that. I'm not gonna start my day with motherfucking Jack Johnson, bro. Start my day with Flatbush Zombies and get psychedelic.
All right. Well, I guess that answers that question.
I like this debate thing. I haven't thought about these things compared to these things before.
No, I'm glad I like them. That's what this is for. All right, here's a good one. Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion for sure, bro.
That's
It's
what
in
I'm
her
saying.
name. She a stallion. She got big energy. She's strong as fuck. See, some dudes get made insecure by fucking with a strong female person. Nah, fuck that. I love the fact that you were strong. I love the fact that you could kick my ass. That's great. I love the fact that if we had a fight with like people in public, I wouldn't have to be the only one fighting. I would definitely throw hands, but I'm not trying to like my girl gets in a fight with somebody, we fighting that person. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let my girl get in a fight and I gotta pick the fight, man. That's bullshit. Like, nah, like we're gonna go in it together. I like financial independence. I like the fact that she up, and also like she seems like a really sweet and cool person. Doja Cat got issues. I'm not bringing those issues into my life. Period, bro. Fuck. Also, I really don't fuck with the cow thing. I don't know why, but cows are like the least erotic animal, or definitely up there. So like when I see girls in cow fits at a rave that I know is because of that song that Doja Cat made, I'd be pissed. Be like, damn, bro, you are not sexy right now. Cow. You be a more sexy jellyfish, bro. I bet a jellyfish outfit would be more sexy than a cow outfit, and more revealing.
Okay, all right. Last one. Tupac or Biggie?
I feel like Biggie made music that I like more. I like his music more. but I feel like Tupac's impact on the culture, at least initially, like he was a lot more involved. Like I strive to be more like a Tupac figure, like playing a role in my community. I want to be a boss. I don't want to just be like a dope artist. I want to be more than that. You know what I mean? I feel like Tupac really did that. But Biggie, I really felt with Biggie's music, but also, and I don't think at the time maybe P Diddy was on all that, but like I feel like I gotta go Tupac. You know what I mean? I feel like his legacy is just it's a little more solid, a little more complete, but there's definitely more Biggie songs that I would bump.
I get that. Yeah. Honestly, I choose Biggie because I don't know. It's just something about just being notorious and like all this. What I heard, all his songs are freestyles, and I think that's really, really.
Bro, he just a whole vibe, bro. That's the his shit was so raw. Like he was just really feeling that. Like I don't know, Biggie was like those were both some of the greats for sure. And whoever orchestrated them getting killed or whoever killed the first one that caused the whole crash out and the spin out, like fuck you. You were bad for the culture. That's been a reoccurring theme amongst motherfucking this shit. Like we talked about Kurt Cobain, who was killed, by the way, if you don't know. XXXTentacion, who was killed, by the way. We don't know that Lil fucking Peep and Lil Juice WRLD or whatever were killed, but like Juice WRLD, actually that might have been his fault. He went on a plane with a bunch of drugs and he took all of them. Yep. Rip. Lil Peep died in a tour bus full of other people and no one stopped him from dying. So yeah, the apathy and the predatoriness of the music industry and how the casualties are usually motherfucking artists and oftentimes young artists, that shit's fucked, and we have to work on addressing that because it really limits our culture. And now we got motherfucking AI taking those artists and recreating their shit, bro. Like, do you think the new XXXTentacion songs or XXXTentacion maybe it was a snippet on his computer, maybe? But at this point, with the technology that they have, they're definitely just recreating his motherfucking music however they want to create it and letting people get features, like pay them for features. It's all bad, bro.
There was one song that I heard from that was a Lil Peep song. It was 666. Well, it was called a bunch of songs, but it was one part where he's like, the perks don't work like the blues. I'm like, wait, but he didn't even know about blues yet. So I was like, I don't know if he's talking, I don't know if it's a real reference, because maybe he could be talking about like rhythm and blues, but you know, for what I'm saying, for what it sounded like.
It was dropped recently?
It was dropped like maybe, I don't know how long it was dropped, but yeah, I know, I think it was dropped recently.
Shout out Albuquerque, we know all about the blues.
That shit
crazy, bro. Motherfucking like $2 a pill, fucking walking on the bus stop. Like
that limp, dude, the zombie limp, fuck that. That's sketch. It's painful.
Fenny seems horrible, bro. Don't do Fenny, kids. This has been A Void. I'm chilling here with Acid God. We're talking about art and music and all that shit. And guess what? You gotta be alive to do those things. So do not motherfucking do fentanyl.
It's not worth it. But other than that, we do have communities to bring people together. Would you like to talk about them?
Yeah, bro. So we cooking down here. So we do this thing called the Agora Cypher every other Thursday. Sometimes it's at Blackwell Gallery, sometimes it's downtown. We be moving around, but you can find us on Instagram at the Agora Cypher ABQ. And yeah, follow us. You can find our flyers and shit. You can get tapped in with our events. The basic structure of the event is freestyle cypher at the beginning. We got classic beats in the mix, YouTube producers, local producers, whatever. If you want to submit your beats, you're welcome to submit your beats. And then we freestyle on top of that. Try to get as many people on the mic to get that practice as possible. Just help people get more comfortable with each other, have fun with each other. You know what I mean? Because it's supposed to be fun. Making music with your friends is supposed to be fun. So we're trying to bring that ethos into it. We'll be having the chessboard. We'll be having video games and shit, bro. So it's a good time. Pull up. And then at the end of the night, we have an open mic. So if you write music, if you create music, and whether you're fucking a veteran and you just want to like try out some new shit, or you're someone that's never performed before and has a whole back catalog, like pop out, do the motherfucking thing. It's every other Thursday. Also on the Thursdays that are not those Thursdays, we've been doing a running club. So if you're in Albuquerque, pop out over the summer, motherfucking come run and then freestyle afterwards. And it's hard, but I promise you, you will thank yourself for it in the future.
Sweet.
Cool. Appreciate you, Acid Guy.
Yes, thank you. Alright, well that's gonna be the end of this interview. So till next time, y'all have a good one and peace.